The main topic of this image is course enrollment. From the right side of the image, the number of learners was mentioned. From the bottom side of the image, the month was mentioned. January, February, March was also highlighted in this image. Monthly online course enrollment was also given in this image. 3000 and 2500 is also mentioned in this image. To conclude, course of enrollment was the main topic of this image.
This line chart gives information about monthly online course enrollments. It also shows different numbers such as 2000 and 4000. The highest number is 4500, which is related to November. However, the lowest number is 1000, which is related to January. The vertical axis is months, however, the horizontal axis is number of letters. And by the picture, I can see blue and black color.
The given picture describes about the monthly online course enrollment. After the first glance, we can see the y-axis represent number of learners starting from 1000 to 4500. Similarly, x-axis represent month starting from January to December. With a quick view, we can see the highest is in November with 4500. In contrast, the lowest is January with 1000. Similarly, the May represent 2500 and the April represent 3000. Overall, the picture is very informative and we can learn so much from that.
This picture is a linear chart that illustrates important details about monthly online course enrollment. The x-axis shows month and the y-axis shows number of learners. The biggest value tends to be 4500 and 4000, which seems to be increasing, while the lowest value is 1000 and 1500, which seems to be decreasing significantly. Moreover, it is noted that August and November has the highest trend, which is represented in 3500 and 3000. To conclude, this linear chart illustrates important details about monthly online course enrollment.
The image provided is a line graph which provides the information on the monthly online courses enrollment. The y-axis talks about the number of lemons and the x-axis talks about the number of months from January to December. From the graph, we can clearly see that in the month of November has the highest monthly online course enrollment standing around 4,500. On the other hand, in the month of January has the least which stand around 1,000. It is also evident from a graph that for the month of January and the October has a similar course enrollment which stands at 3,500. Overall, the
The line graph gives the information about the monthly income course enrollment. The x-axis represents the month from January to December, whereas the y-axis represents the number of learners. The highest has been in November, which is above 4,500. The lowest has been after January and September, around 1,000. So this overall picture indicates the monthly online course enrollment.
The given image is a line graph and it gives information about monthly online course enrollment from January to December indicated in number of learners. Firstly, I can see the highest value is in November, which is 4,500. The lowest value belongs to January, which is 1,000. The value of April, May, June, July is 3,000, 2,200, 1,400, and 3,500 respectively. In conclusion, there are the substantial gap between all months in monthly online course enrollment.
The bar chart gives information about monthly online course enrollment. The x-axis represents months, which is from January to December, and the y-axis represents number of learners from 1000 to 4500. The highest proportion is covered in November, which is around 4500, and the lowest proportion is covered in January, which is slightly above 1000%. The second highest number is 4000, which is in August. Overall, the bar chart is quite informational for me.
This line chart gives information about monthly online course enrollment. From the picture we can see in April the value is 3000 and in July the number is higher, around 3500. The highest one is in November, which is 4500, and the lowest one is in January, just 1200. To sum up, the picture tells about monthly online course enrollment.
This line chart gives us information about the monthly online course enrollment depending on the number of learners. In July, the value is 3,500, whereas in August, the value is more than 4,000. The highest value is in November, which is 4,500, and the lowest value is in January, which is just about 1,000. To sum up, this chart is about monthly online course enrollments.
The given picture gives information about monthly online course enrollment. The x-axis represents the month name, that is January, February, March, and it's still going to December. And the y-axis represents the number of learners. The highest number is 4,500, the lowest number is 1,000. The overall picture gives information about monthly online course enrollments, and also some bar graph and the measurement scales.
The picture gives the information about course enrollment. The picture also provides the information about monthly online courses enrollment. The data has been calibrated into the number 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and many more. There are some years January, February, March, April, and many more. The data is also shows information about number of learners. Moreover, I can see some colors in this picture, blue and black. Overall, it provides the sufficient information about the monthly online courses, which is very important for us.
The given image is a line graph and it gives us information about the monthly online course enrollment. While on the x-axis we have the name of the month January, February, March, April. On the y-axis we have the number of the learners ranging from 1000 to 4500, and it is evident from the picture that in the month of January it is the least month enrollment, which is just around 1100, and in the month of November it is highest, which is almost equivalent to 4500 number of the learners that have enrolled in the online course. Overall, it gives us information about the monthly online course enrollment.
This line chart gives the information about monthly outline course enrollment. As you can see from the line chart, that the value belongs is the highest is in December, and that value is 4,500. In the second value is belongs to September or August month, and the value is belongs to 4,200. On the third position, April month, and the value is nearly 3,000. To sum up, it gives the information about monthly online course enrollment.
The line graph shows information on a monthly online course enrollment. In January, it is lowest with only 100,000 students, and the peak is in April with 300,000 students. In July, it starts declining with just 1,500 students. In August, again, the peak enrollment starts with 4,000 students. In September, it declined to the lowest with only 500 students enrollment. In November, it starts to peak again with 4,500 students enrollment. In December, it declined again to 100,000 students. To conclude, monthly online course enrollments fluctuate. Thank you.